thrashed Kenya Police 4-0 to qualify for the semi-finals of the FKF Shield Cup in matches that were played yesterday in Bukungu Stadium. So these are the results from the matches that were played yesterday. Remember, it was the quarterfinals, and Ulinzi Stars got a 4-1 win over River Plate, and then FC Leopards also got a 4-1 win over Kenya Police. So they too qualify to the semi-finals that will be played later on. Ulinzi getting a 4-1 win over River Plate. FC Leopards also getting a 4-1 win over Kenya Police. Now, the two Kenya Premier League sides qualify to the semi-finals, and we want to take a look at the other quarter-finals that will be played this afternoon when you talk about the FKF Shield Cup. There are two matches on the fixtures this afternoon, and remember, Gor Mahia will be playing Kariobangi Sharks later on at 4:15 p.m. But the first
Yeah. Start.
Thank you for tuning in. That is Abraham Kiprono from Kericho. Let's now move to basketball, where the Kenya Basketball Federation League games continued at the USIU grounds in Nairobi this morning. And Rotuno Kwenyike was there and filed the following.
So today we get to witness some action from the Kenya Basketball Federation League, and going on right behind me is a game between Strathmore and the KDF Morans. They're just on timeout at the moment, but this is their final quarter and quite a heated quarter if you ask me. So far this is a match from the Men's Division 1 League, and in the course of the day we're going to have a number of matches. Rather, we've had a number of matches in different categories. We've had the Men's Premier League matches, Women's Premier League matches, Men's Division 1, Division 2 matches, and also the Women's Division 1 and Division 2 matches. As I have said, this is a Men's Division 1 match, and so far they have played 3 quarters, and in the first quarters we had Strathmore leading the match with a score of 10-9, and moving on to the second quarter, lead of 17. Maintain that lead with a score of 19-10. So Strathmore appear to have quite the say in this tournament. Moving on to my left, we have a game going on between Neo Sasa and Riara University. This is a match in the Men's Division 2 category. Now Neo Sasa are donning the yellow jerseys. As you can see, a basket has just been scored. We have Neo Sasa donning the yellow jerseys. We have Riara donning the grey jerseys. And so far in the previous quarters, they're now in the final quarter, and in the first quarter, Neo Sasa managed to get a score of 10-16, that is versus Riara University. In the second quarter, we had a score of 11-8. As we can see, it is an exchange of a victorious quarter. In the third quarter, we had a tie, and that is a 9-9. These are just some of the matches that are going on right now and rather have taken place in the course of the day. And earlier on we had a match between Woodley Knights and Blazers, whereby Woodley Knights lost to Blazers with a score of 53-70. I managed to get some reactions from the current matches.
Our interformations for the whole week, running from Monday to Friday. Then yesterday we had a very tough game. So I would say we were fatigued, but also we give credit to Strathmore. They are a good team.
I need to work hard on my post players. Today they didn't get the rebounds, both offensively and defensively.
We kept on running. As I said, we really wanted this game so much. I think they had an approach of us being the underdog, which turns out that we won the game, and because of our hard work.
My team has been working on tactical approach differently for each team, and today we knew that Lindsay were shooters, so we had to adjust our zone defense. And if you look, we were very good on the floor, especially on the defense.
Of course, Rotuno Kwenyike was at the USIU grounds this morning, where the Kenya Basketball Federation Premier League games were taking part. So she will be bringing us more results from the matches that will be played in the afternoon in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. We want to shift our focus back to football a bit, where we want to take a look at the match between Tusker FC and Sofapaka in the FKF Shield match that is currently going on. And it's one apiece for the two teams, and of course the pictures coming courtesy of Y254 TV.
Hapa kuna kitita watakuwa na kunja mkononi baada ya kuweza kusajili ushindi ama kulitoa taji hili. Mbali na hilo basi itakuwa ni fursa kipekee kuweza kukwea pipa ama ndege kusafiri katika mataifa bara Afrika kupiga katika michuano ya mashirikisho ambao majuzi tu.
The match currently tied 1 apiece. That is Tusker FC versus Sofapaka in the quarterfinals of the FKF Shield Cup that is currently going on at the Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos. Remember, the winner advances to the semi-finals, and they will meet the winner they will meet FC Leopards, who have already qualified for the semi-finals. The other match of the day will be between Gor Mahia and Kariobangi Sharks, where the winner will be meeting on Ulinzi Stars, who are already in the semi-finals. Let's move to the Kasarani Gymnasium right now, where the volleyball under-20 Africa Volleyball Championships are taking place. And remember, Kenya was knocked out, and right now they're taking part in the playoff, fifth place playoff. And we now joined Kevin Kimathi, who is at the Kasarani Gymnasium. Kevin, first set currently going on. Who's leading?
Right now, it's really an exacting atmosphere here at the Kasarani Indoor Arena, where the final of the 2018 Under-20 African Nations Women Volleyball Championship final is expected to kick off in the next 2 hours. But right now, on my background, the match going on is between Democratic Republic of Congo and Kenya. This is the 5th and 6th position playoff, where currently Congo are leading with 19 points against Kenya's 18 points. The game is still at the first set, and later on I'll be talking to Kenya's team manager just to get a view on how the tournament has been so far. But earlier on, Robinson, there were some matches that were played for the 7th and 8th position, where Mauritius took the 7th position after thrashing Tanzania 3-0 of 25-16, 25-17 and 25-22. Whoever wins today's match between Kenya and Congo will get the 5th and 6th position. And now joining me is Kenya's team manager, Catherine. Catherine, when this match was starting, tournament was starting a week ago, that is on last Sunday, Kenyan fans were really pregnant with hopes that we would at least go through to the finals, or maybe, just maybe, win this championship. But the things are different now. We're playing at the 5th and 6th position playoff. What do you think we got it wrong?
In sports, it happens. It depends on how you approach the game. These are young girls. Many of them are playing this championship for the first time. And teams have improved. It is the first age group tournament that we've had teams turn up like they did this time. Normally you only find 3 teams, or sometimes there's no quorum. So everybody is serious about the age group category tournaments.
And now, talking about experience, some few days ago I talked with the coach, and he was raising concerns. He's saying they didn't have enough time to prepare the team. Do you feel that maybe that affected the team's performance? Because I understand the team trained together for only 3 weeks and so.
It is true what the coach said, because remember, this age category, we get players from the schools, and they had their school competition right from the nationals up to East and Central, and there was very little time for the team to gel and bond, and we have accepted. Next time, I hope the championship will come when we'll not be having the other championship, that is the school competitions.
There was also the issue with finances and all that. Do you feel that maybe a lack of enough support sabotaged the Kenya's team?
That is a question I cannot address, because I never felt any sabotage or something like that. I think it is purely technical that the team did not play well, because the lack of enough time to train. Otherwise, issues with these are very young girls. We don't need to talk about finances or anything.
Looking at the game that is going on right now, the 5th and 6th position playoff, Congo are leading with 23 points to 19. Where do you think this game is going?
At the early stage, we can't talk about it. It's best of 5.
Okay, thanks, Catherine. Now, Robinson, that was Catherine, Kenya's team manager. Now, I'll be speaking to one of the journalists who have been covering this event since they began last week until today. John, you've been covering this tournament since last Sunday to today. You've been watching all Kenya's game and other games. What do you think Team Kenya got it wrong this time round?
I echo the sentiments of the team manager. Lack of time to prepare. Actually, if I may say, they not all of them trained for 3 weeks. Some just came in days into the championships. So that was a contributing factor to that. But the girls have tried. We need to give credit where it's due. They have tried their best. They are young girls who are still in school, competing against others who are much more experienced, as we have seen. But they have given their best for the country, and we know the future is bright for them.
Now, looking back at one of the most important games for Kenya was between Kenya and Cameroon. Cameroon overpowered us. Where do we think we got it wrong in that game? Because if it comes to height, we had the height, we had the talent, but where did we get it wrong in terms of skills?
For the basic skills, I don't think we got it wrong. That game, it was all about endurance. It was all about endurance. We saw that it was difficult for our girls to contain the other sets. The Cameroonians overpowered us in the latter sets of the game, and we could not match them. It's all about endurance, and that takes time. The coaches did not have time to train on that, since majorly they were just dealing on skills and game combinations, so they didn't have enough time to train on endurance.
Now, later on, the battle is between Egypt and Rwanda. Who is going to take this home?
My prediction, I'll go with Egypt. They are much better prepared. They have better knowledge of skills, and I'll go for Egypt.
Okay, thanks, John. So now I'll be speaking to one of the fans who has been really consistent by attending these matches. He has attended all the matches of this year's tournament. My brother, how is the tournament? How has the tournament been so far?
The tournament has been awesome, and we love at least Kenya is in the world map showcasing this event. Yeah, and they're playing a great game. It's a very good match that we are having here in the Kasarani Indoor Arena. Yeah.
Now, coming to Sunday's match, I remember Kenya won the opening match against Tanzania. Fans were really hopeful, they were really expectant that at least we'd go through to the finals, but things changed when we played Cameroon. Where do you think we got it wrong in terms of the whole tournament as a fan?
As a fan, I think the Kenyan team lacks some professionalism. It seems they have not been together for a period of time. It's like people were poached from, let's say, the tournament which ended the secondary school games, which ended. It's like they were from different schools, different teams. Then they were brought up together. The preparation, they never did it well because they had a very short time to do the preparation. And looking at Cameroon, we have the heights, but I think we should also do some vetting. Because when it's under 20, but when you look at some players from countries like Cameroon and Nigeria, when looking at them, they don't seem under 20. I think they are more energetic, they are more bigger than our under 20, the Kenyan team.
Who's going to take it home between Egypt and Rwanda tonight?
Tonight it's Egypt.
Why Egypt?
Egypt, while looking at their games, they have won every match. Their professionalism is awesome. It's okay. They are doing it as in they are playing as if you'll think it's a national team in Egypt. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, bro. Now, Robinson, those were some of the views from fans, from the team manager, and also from the journalists that have been covering this event, saying that they think that the main reason Kenya really didn't get through to the finals was because of lack of enough preparations and training. Remember, the final battle is between 8 times champion Egypt and the first finalist Rwanda at 6 p.m. Remember, Egypt advanced to the finals after thrashing Nigeria 3-0, 3-0 sets of 25-7, 25-11, 25-8, and Rwanda advanced to the finals after beating Cameroon 3-1 of the sets of 21-26, 23-25, 25-21 and 25-20. Earlier on, I got a chance to interact with Egypt coach, and you can really see they are really confident coming to this match. He was telling me the morale is really high because they have the experience, they have the skills, they have the technical abilities, but also Rwanda will be looking to upset Egypt and claim their first ever Junior African Championship title. But is Egypt going to make it easy for them? Of course no. They are saying, we are the Pharaohs. We've done this 8 times before. There's nothing that can stop us from doing it again today. Back to you, Robinson.
Well, thanks a lot, Kevin Kimani at the Kasarani Gymnasium, where the under-20 volleyball championships are taking place. Remember, it's the final day, and in the final, it will be Egypt taking on Rwanda at 6 p.m. Currently, the match that is going on is between the host Kenya taking on Congo, and Congo are leading by a set to 0. So Kevin will be updating us later on whether Kenya finishes 5th or 6th in the championships. Of course, the finals will be played at 6 p.m. Kenyan time. Junior Winson, Edwin Gambino, and Bumbo, and Theophilus Ndunga. Thank you for tuning in. We'll take a short commercial break. When we come back, we will be taking a look at the English Premier League and other leagues within Europe. Of course, the usual suspects are here. They are itching to give their views on the matches that were played yesterday in the English Premier League. And yes, Ronaldo has not scored a goal yet in Syria. We'll be talking about that, and also the top 5 moments of the week, and that will be later on. That is after the break.